the words of Ice Cube, today was a good day. Today was a good day. Thank you. So, before we go, I just want to get a chance. If somebody want to get on the mic, say some stuff, just raise your hand. We will give you that chance. I know it's been a long time. You've all held up quite well. Okay, I'll back up here. Thank you again for just listening and just being a part of this. You were a part of something bigger than all of us. We got Garet here. We met on Facebook and have actually emailed each other through Letitia. And the mic is yours.
Cool.
Thank you. Thank you.
Oh, thanks everybody for coming out here, especially during game time. I know we'll check back in on that, but I've come to you speaking here as somebody with white privilege, and just somebody as a father to a young daughter, really impacted by the story of this gentleman and losing 2 kids to this war on racism, and even to Mr. Fesser in thinking about the uncertainty of what that would mean as a father to those kids during that time. So for me in 1998, kind of you don't know what you don't know until you do. And so growing up on the east side of Cleveland, and that's why I got my LeBron James 2016 champion hat on today, repping that. I didn't know that I was a racial minority in my neighborhood, in my schools. I went to black schools, and I only knew that until my father lost his job, and we moved out to one of the highest paid school systems in Ohio, a small little community, very similar here to Wilsonville. And so the difference I saw from in 8th grade, where we were taking classes to sew boxers and people were talking about just staying in school, and then in 9th grade to go to a web page design class and have teachers talk to you about what college you're going to, just as the assumption, completely changed my life. And in 2002, the year I graduated high school, was actually the year the Ohio State Supreme Court ruled school funding in the state as unconstitutional because of that. And if you could imagine, and you're kind of projecting now the school that I had grown up into, K through 8, very racially diverse, immigrant, high Jewish population to predominantly all white and upper income school there. And so what made that opportunity possible was really lower income housing in that community. I slept, my room was the living room for the first 2 years of high school because my father just thought we just need to get our kids into the best schools we can. And so that lifeline to housing was kind of my entryway into there. So that understanding of racism and inequality has driven my career. I was a high school history teacher for 6 years, and now I've been an urban planner for the last 10, working on the systematic pieces to racism and dismantling that. I write a small blog about racism in Wilsonville's housing, schools, and our faith community here. But what I've been really glad and what I wanted to promote today was the Wilsonville Alliance. It's one of the links that's on the card that's handed out here, wilsonvillealliance.org. But it's really a collective of people of race diversity, age, income, gender, sexuality, religious, non-religious, that are joined together to work on our biggest equity gaps in our community. And just to highlight a few of those very quickly, if you are a student of color in Wilsonville schools, you are not achieving the same grade level reading and math scores than our white students here. If you are a family of color here in Wilsonville, you are on average making less money than white families here. And especially there's a huge gap as we see this housing crisis about to occur in serving our people experiencing homelessness. For example, there were 45 students who were experiencing homelessness in this last school year, and for the entirety of Clackamas County, there are only 8 available beds. For a county of 350,000 people, 8 available beds to get homeless families into in an emergency. And so I say all that to say that there are easy ways for you to connect into it. Sometimes you do have to show up to some boring meetings and listen to folks and send emails and connect there. But that type of community building, that type of listening, that type of organizing is something that I would love to put my energy behind to support that for white people who want to make a change, but also to bring and open up spaces for people who are minorities in this community to speak change to power and to be involved with that. So wilsonvillealliance.org, and thanks for hanging out.